Welcome to this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Tim Kelly. On today's program, we're talking summer, and we're going to be providing answers to the question, what are you doing with your summer? We'll spend some time with the staff, with Parks and Recreation, and with tourism to find out all the great events and happenings that you can take part in this coming summer. Stay tuned. Welcome back to On the Scene. We're coming to you from the Suffolk Visitor Center, and we're joined by Visitor Center Coordinator Kevin Sari. Kevin, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
And one thing to note off the top, Kevin was also recently named the Visitor Center Manager of the Year, correct?
Yes.
At the 2014 Virgo Awards, correct? So congratulations to you for that.
Thank you. It was quite an honor.
Well, indeed. And of course, we're proud to have you again with the City of Suffolk staff. And since you Visitor Center Manager of the Year, let's talk about the Visitor Center to kind of kick things off. So, if you're out there trying to determine what you're going to do with your summer, and certainly might want to look homeward or inward, if you will, and come visit the Suffolk Visitor Center. Kevin, tell us a little bit about what goes on here and what resources people can find when they come to visit.
It's a great place for residents or visitors to stop in. We are state certified, so we not only have Suffolk information, but information throughout the entire state. We're open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have a wonderful staff that's very knowledgeable of things to do here in Suffolk.
Good deal. And of course, when you come in, there's also a display that you're going to see flanking you when you walk in the front doors. What's in there right now?
We have two galleries when you first enter to the Visitor Center, a Dismal Swamp gallery and a Suffolk interpretive gallery.
Got it.
In the Dismal Swamp gallery, we have animals that can be typically found in the swamp and a little bit of history to kind of get you familiar and excited if you want to go explore the swamp yourself.
Now, of course, also not only can you get some great, tourism information of what's happening here in the city of Suffolk, but there's also a gift shop.
Yes.
So just talk a little bit about what type of items are available in the gift shop, and of course, again, the staff is always willing to help someone kind of find something they're looking for.
If you're looking for Suffolk-themed items, we have plenty in the gift shop. Anything from shot glasses to mugs to postcards to Suffolk history books, that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking us on, so to speak, a tour of the Visitor Center. But let's talk about one event that happens right here at the Pavilion, which is located right behind the Visitor Center where we are right now. And again, that's the Farmers Market. It's already underway, and it goes till, I believe, late November. But again, a great opportunity this summer. And it's not just on Saturdays. So in case you're not aware, there's also a Wednesday session as well. Tell us a little bit about what goes on, the hours, and again, some of the special events that y'all might have lined up in the very near future through the Farmers Market.
We operate the Farmers Market twice a week. We have a mini market on Wednesdays, which is open 3 to 6. Saturdays are a larger market. We have over 20 vendors that day, ranging from produce to baked goods to even handmade crafts. We do have different theme days throughout the season. The first Saturday of each month, we have what we call First Saturdays at the market, and we have a petting zoo usually that day and live music. Coming up on June 21st, we have another special event called Kickoff to Summer Reading, where we are partnering with the Suffolk Public Library. They're going to come out, and we will have the Seashells, which is a children's themed music group. Also a magician, Magic Jave, that's been to the market a few times before. Also arts and crafts, and the library will have their pop-up library that day too.
Now, one thing about the Farmers Market, it's free.
Yes.
I mean, as far as, obviously if you want to purchase anything, that would cost you, but as far as the actual event itself and what's going on, just
it's free and open to the public.
And again, you have plenty of ample parking right behind the Pavilion and to the side of the Visitor Center. And of course, we're located, in case you don't know, 524 North Main Street, right on the corner, so to speak, right on the price, is an old commercial that's back a long time ago. We'll move on to something different on that. But just to note that it's also located right next door to Riddick's Folly. So again, you have kind of a one-stop shop in the sense of you come to the Visitor Center, find out kind of what's happening here in the city of Suffolk, again, take a tour of the facility, and then you can also possibly go next door if
maybe
you'd like
take a tour of Riddick's Folly, walk a little bit further down, visit the Train Station Museum, which is a popular place for kids of all ages. Maybe even do a little bit of shopping downtown, maybe grab lunch or something at a local restaurant.
So again, a great attraction here and a great resource that we have here in the city of Suffolk. As Kevin said, open 7 days a week. So again, a great opportunity anytime you need to stop in to get some good information and work with the really polite and friendly staff that are very knowledgeable about what's happening in and around the area. Well, let's branch out a little bit, but of course still taking place here from the Visitor Center, tours.
Yes.
And again, it's one thing the Division of Tourism is known for, and one tour in particular that you're directly involved in. You want to tell us a little bit about that tour and again, how people can partake?
Sure. Our really popular tour that we have going right now is the Legends of Main Street, a Suffolk Ghost Walk. Right. We do that tour year-round, not just in the fall. Basically, it's a 90-minute walking tour of Main Street done at dusk. We'll take you through some of the more historic sites down Main Street, telling the history and some of the legends and lore, and talk about some of the things that go bump in the night,
right,
in some of the homes along the street.
Now, this is a tour that you created, correct?
Yes.
And what type of research and effort went into kind of getting this going? And this isn't the first year. It's been going on for several years now,
This
right?
is about our third or fourth year that we've been doing this tour. Well, it took me about a year to develop the tour, talking with residents and business owners in the downtown area. So a lot of the stories that you hear aren't really made up. They're actually been documented in books and have been witnessed by visitor center staff when we were at the old visitor center in the Prince House, those sort of things.
Okay. Now, how does someone, I believe you need to put in reservations to get on the tour to make sure you're not full up, so to speak. Could you talk a little bit about that process as well as any kind of cost associated with it?
Sure. The cost for admission is $10 for adults and $8 for children, seniors, and military.
Okay.
You can call the Visitor Center at 757-514-4130. Okay. Or if you want to look at the dates, we have them posted on our website, suffolk-fund.com.
Okay.
We do request that they call ahead of time because they do tend to sell out quite frequently.
So again, they can use the website to look at the calendar to again find out what events that are coming up. So again, if there's not one on there coming up soon, maybe you want to keep checking there to see. Or again, you can always just call the Visitor Center, and y'all, of course, will have the complete schedule there. Now, another tour that should be starting up in the very near future again is the one of the Great Dismal Swamp, and that is a bus tour, correct?
Yes.
Talk a little bit about how that unfolds, and that actually takes up a good portion of the day. So again, if you want to dedicate the time for that and have a chance to go explore one of Suffolk's most famous resources,
the Great Dismal Swamp.
That's right.
It's a great tour if you want to explore the swamp with someone that knows a lot about the history, plant life, animal life. The tours leave here at 9:30. You get back to the Visitor Center around 1:30.
Okay.
But the tour covers, like I just said, the plant life, the animal life.
Right.
We cover the history. You go tour Lake Drummond, and there's several different boardwalks that you do get out a couple of times on the tour, and you explore. One leads you to a 900-year-old cypress tree that's there, and also Washington Ditch, which is a really historic part of the swamp.
Now, again, it's a tour of the swamp, but you can coordinate that all through the Visitor Center here, correct? So, again, you would want to call and make a reservation because, again, you limited seating on the bus.
Yes. And we'll have those dates posted soon on our website, suffolk-fund.com.
And, of course, the great thing is it may be warm outside and maybe there are mosquitoes and other things, but you're inside an air-conditioned bus for most of the tour.
Yes.
So, again, just come to the Visitor Center. Once you make that reservation, again, you can stop in and talk to someone here about making a reservation once that tour is up and running, or, again, the Legends of Main Street as well. So, again, either one of those. But, again, make the reservation here. Work through the Division of Tourism. Again, a great resource here in the city of Suffolk that you can capitalize on. And again, to come into the Visitor Center doesn't cost you anything. You can get some great information and again find out kind of what's coming up. So whether you are looking for something for yourself to do or perhaps for your children or just someone else that you'd like to kind of arrange things. And again, the Division of Tourism as well, if you're looking to hold a conference or any kind of like a wedding or something here in the city of Suffolk, staff here can also help coordinate those kind of special events as well.
If people have a reunion, a class reunion or a meeting or a conference, they'll be taking place in Suffolk, they can reach out to us and we'll put together little packets and provide that as a service for their group.
Well, again, thank you and Kevin and the rest of the staff here for everything you do. Let's again give the location, the street address, the phone number, and again the website just in case anybody would like to get more information or perhaps stop in.
Okay. The Suffolk Visitor Center is located in downtown Suffolk at 524 North Main Street. We're open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our website is suffolk-fund.com. And our phone number is 757-514-4130.
Okay, Kevin, thanks for joining us to talk about the great things happening here at the Suffolk Visitor Center.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, thank you, and we'll have more on the scene when we return. Welcome back to On the Scene. You know, again, as you make your summer plans for 2014, something to include Suffolk Parks and Recreation. Not only are there great special events, but again, some great camps and activities that you may want to look into as far as for the younger people in your family to maybe take part of. And to join us to talk about all these great things today, we have Lakita Watson, the Director of Parks and Recreation. Lakita's been a frequent visitor on the program. Thanks for being with us again today.
Thank you, Tim.
And Suzette Vita, who's an outdoor recreation specialist. Suzette also has been with us a couple of times. So again, these two ladies are going to help us fill in the details for all these great things coming up. And speaking of coming up, special events, something that certainly Parks and Recreation is known for. The TGIF concert series, we've had it for a couple of years. It's back. And again, 8 great concerts that are free and open to the public. Lakita, I'm going to let you tell us a little bit about it. Everything starts June 20th, right?
Yes, through June 20th through August 22nd, we have our annual TGIF concert series. We kick off right at Constance Wharf. It is free, open to the public. We go from June through July at Constance Wharf, and then we switch over. That first week in August, we move over to the Venice Creek Park, where we have a new pavilion there for entertainment, and we're really looking forward to an excellent year again this year, Tim.
Good deal. Now, again, for someone who hasn't been to a TGIF concert at either venue, talk a little bit about what the setup. I know at Constance Wharf, certainly you encourage folks to bring their chairs. At Bennett's Creek, I would presume the same things in play there as well. But what are they going to find when they come out there besides great music and a lot of fun?
It is a family-friendly environment, so it's not something that you have to do just on date night.
Right.
You can also bring your children. There will be children activities for all the kiddies. We also have various food vendors, and we also provide the opportunity for individuals to learn more about the department as well as different organizations that come out and assist us with these projects. The event is, as I shared with you, free and open to the public.
Right.
It starts off at 6, and you can start coming and entering into the parks, both of them. And then we go to around 9:30, and you get to, like I say, you dance, you eat well, and you really have a good time.
Good deal. Now, again, staying at Constance Wharf Park, which again, of course, the concerts are at 2 different venues. You have 4 and then you shift to the other location. But the Stars and Stripes Spectacular, Friday, July the 4th. And again, it is a very spectacular event. We're dealing with fireworks, but again, sort of the same venue. It's kind of like a TGIF in the fact that you have music, you have the things for the kids. You also have, obviously, food vendors and things out there. But tell us a little bit about 4th of July Stars and Stripes Spectacular.
We are excited again this year to be back at Constance Wharf with this event. This event is as well a family-friendly event where we have several children activities that will be available. This year we have stepped our game up a little bit with the children's area.
Okay.
You do have to pay $5 for that wristband to get into the children's area. But this year you'll find arts and crafts and several inflatable games as well as a variety of activities that we have not had before.
Right.
So we think that this is a wonderful enhancement to the event. Of course, we have fireworks. They kick off at 9 p.m. and they are beautiful every year right off of the Nansemond River. You can't park on site, unfortunately, for parking for this event. We encourage you to utilize the shuttles, which will be at the courthouse, as well as First Baptist Church, which is located on Main Street. At the old Fresh Pride parking lot. We will also have a shuttle there. And of course, if you get there early enough, you could possibly park at the visitor center. But I do encourage individuals to utilize those shuttle sites. We promise we'll get you in when you're ready to get there, and we'll make sure we get you out and ready to go home on time as well when we close out at 9:30.
Well, that's the problem with having such a great event. You got too many people coming out there to take advantage of the opportunity. When speaking of opportunities and great events, we have a very unique thing coming up here on Saturday, June the 21st. And Suzette, you're going to tell us a little bit about the opening of the Lake Mead Dog Park.
Yes.
And again, you have a special event planned, but let's also talk about what you as a pet owner need to do to be able to get your dog to be able to utilize the great facility out there.
Sure. We are going to be having a grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony for our new dog park. It's at Lake Mead Park, 201 Highland Parkway off of Main Street. And if you would like to register your dog to be a member of the dog park, you can come utilize the facilities. We'll give your dog a tag, and it's a year-long membership. You need to come to either our main office on 6th Street, our admin office, or you can go to Lake Mead during office hours, which is Monday and Wednesday 2 to 4 p.m. or Saturday 11 to 12. And the ranger there can sign you up as well. It's $10 a year per dog. And you just need to bring your shot records and your rabies vaccination, the proof of rabies vaccination, and just to make sure your dog is happy and healthy, and all the dogs stay happy and healthy. And they'll give you a tag and a code to get in. And so the day of the dog park grand opening,
Yes.
if you are a member, you can use the facilities. You can go and let your dog off the leash. If you're not a member, you would need to keep your dog on the leash through the event, just for safety of other people.
Correct.
But everyone is welcome to come. It's free to the public.
Right.
It's from 10 a.m. to 12 that morning. And we'll have dog-related vendors. We'll have search and rescue demo. We'll have refreshments for people. It'll be a really fun day.
Very nice. Now, of course, the park itself is set up to where I think there's one side for the smaller dogs and one side for the
Yes.
larger dogs. And within those areas that, again, fenced off right there, you have some nice seating. So if you want to kind of let your dog roam free within those areas.
Yeah.
And then also, I believe there's also kind of activities for the dogs just to kind of take part in.
Yeah, we have cool agility equipment out there. It's a really fun park.
Right.
It's really big. There's tons of room. There's trees everywhere. It's just like a playground for your dog. And it's a great way for people to come socialize. So you bring your dog, you let them go, let them have fun, and you meet new people. And it's open sunrise to sunset. So it's there for you all day long.
And again, $10 a year is the membership.
Yeah,
Is that per
$10
dog?
per dog.
Per dog, okay. Again, how can you beat less than $1 a month?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And again, you get a special code to get in there, so that way you have the access to get into the facility. And what is the size difference for where you delineate between a small and a large
it's
dog?
up to 40 pounds on
40
one
pounds, okay.
side and 40 pounds and over on the other side.
Gotcha. Okay, good deal. And again, that's Saturday, June 21st.
Saturday, June 21st, 10 a.m. to noon.
Okay.
We'll have that going on.
Looking
Yep.
forward to it. Now, that's a little bit about what's going on in June, and of course, we talked about the Stars and Stripes event in July. But July is also with National Parks and Recreation Month. Is that correct?
Yes, it
Okay.
is. It is. It is a celebration that all parks and recreation agencies and departments across the country, we take that month to recognize the importance of parks and recreation and what it does for the lives of the individuals that get the opportunity to share in those services. And
Right.
Suzette is leading us this year in regards to really getting an outstanding promotional campaign.
Sure.
And I'll let her share with you some of the things that we're looking at and what our theme is this year.
Okay.
Yeah, the theme this year is out is in. So for me, it's perfect because I want people out. We want people outside enjoying the parks and
Right.
coming to our rec centers. And we know now how important it is for children and adults to be outside, even like 20 minutes a day. It helps your mood. It helps kids with their being less aggressive.
Right.
It's a wonderful way to be creative and use your brain. So we've come up with some programs this year. July 7th through the 11th, that whole week, we'll be doing our Roving Ranger program, which is where we'll have a park employee come out to different sites, and we'll have all of our nature bones and animal skins and paw prints and things that you can touch and look at with local nature and wildlife, so that kids and adults or anyone who happens to be there can come and we'll answer questions for you. So that should be fun. We'll have on the 7th we'll be at Lake Mead Park from 1 to 2. The next day we will be at Lone Star Lakes. The 9th we will be at Sleepy Hole Park, and the 10th will be at Bennett's Creek Park, and the 11th will be at the Suffolk Art Gallery. And 1 to 2, those days you can come and we'll be there waiting for you.
Good deal.
So, and then on the 9th as well, from 10:30 to 11:30, we have the Children's Learning Garden
Okay.
at Sleepy Hole Park. And that's a great way for kids to come out and learn about gardening and plant life. The 12th from 9:30 a.m. to noon at the Suffolk Art Gallery, we're going to be having a seed paper craft for kids, and you can call and register for that class. We can get you signed up for that. It's free as well. All of these programs are free, so that's awesome. And then on July 26th, that Saturday, the Suffolk Police Department is going to be coming out and doing a boating safety program for families. And we know there's always people who want to go out on their boats or their jet skis in the summertime, and there's a lot of safety issues with kids on jet skis and on boats and
Right.
adults as well, and they'll give you tips and bring out the boats and let people see what that's all about. So you need to register for that one as well. It's also limited space, but you can call me
Okay.
and register 514-7262. and I'll get you registered for those classes.
Looking forward to it. Again, July is now a busy month too. Now, Lakita, also camps. We have some camps coming up this summer as well. I know we have a couple minutes left in the program, but the Oak Camp, and I believe you might also have a British soccer camp coming up. Is that correct
Yes,
as well?
we have the Oak Camp, which is the outdoor adventure camp.
Right.
Then we have the British soccer camp that is being held as well. Hoops for Life is a
Right.
basketball camp. But then we just have something as simple as Planet Recreation for our 5 to 12-year-olds to come in and get socialized, arts, crafts,
Right.
guest speakers, field trips. Then we have Discover Your Future, which is our middle school and teen program. So we have something for everyone, including swim lessons at Cypress Park and Pool. So you can call us at 514-7250 and get our entire summer program calendar. School is out
That's
and
right.
recreation is in.
I like it. Well, y'all are here with all the catchphrases today. This is making my job pretty easy today. But again, you mentioned the phone number, but also the website. Again, it's
Yes.
also a resource people can go to find these things. But again, probably maybe your best point of contact is certainly if you want to get information on a lot of different activities, and we covered quite a bit today. Again, that 514-7250?
Yes.
Good deal. And again, the folks here can direct you to where you need to be and also give you the great information about signing up for these resources. Lakita, Suzette, thank you both for joining us today to talk about all the great
Thank
opportunities
you.
this summer through Suffolk Parks and Recreation. And that will do it for this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Tim Kelly, and we'll see you next time.